Hey guys, welcome back. Hey, I wanted to take you through today two of the most important scales for soloing. And these are some of the least used scales, at least as far as people naming the scales and knowing what these scales are. Years ago, I remember I started learning, I heard people like Al Di Meola and people like that saying, you've got to learn your major scales in all your positions. So I started going after and learning all my major scales in all my positions. But what I would find a lot of times is I'd start soloing and they sort of sounded dorky. They just didn't work all that well. Or just your pentatonics and learning, the 5 positions of the pentatonics, whatever. And sometimes I would play them and it just didn't sit right with the music I was playing. And especially I'd say in worship music, a lot of times those two things don't work all that great. So let me give you an example. So I'll just play like a rock, sort of a rocky worship rhythm, and I'll loop it. So if I did something like this. It sounds like I'm playing a bunch of wrong notes, and actually just not a bunch of them, but one particular note is really standing out to me. So when I play this progression, I'm going from D to G, and what I'm finding is a lot of times if I play the C sharp note, that note really stands out to me as almost a wrong note. So I've got this sound with a D and a G. But also when I do the G chord, if I play over top of the G chord, let me play this again, and I'll do like my pentatonic up here in the 7th position. It sounds like, especially in worship music, it sounds like it's sort of wrong. First of all, you don't hear a lot of bends in worship music, so it's important that, as important it is learning what to do, learning what not to do is also a really important thing. And just currently, I mean, this is 2018 when I'm doing this video, bends are really sort of like not the thing that many guys use except for Lincoln Brewster or some people like that. It's mostly like single lines and little melodic hooks. All right, so this is what I found, that when I play those things, or both of them sort of, they sounded okay, but not great. But I started hearing guys using a different scale that was super important. Let me take this off. A super important scale, and it was called the Hexitonic Scale. And I didn't know it at the time. I just started playing it. And where I first heard this thing, I'll do another little rhythm thing. If I did like a... Sounds a little bit Allman Brothers-y there, but you can also make it into like a worshipful thing. So just a little bit simpler ideas, but you hear all of those notes really sound right. They sound good. So let me explain to you what I'm doing and why this is working. First of all, I'm going from a D chord to a G chord. So basically, in all of my chord tones, I've got D, F sharp, A, G, and B are my chord tones. If you notice, I don't have a C sharp in any of those notes. So the C sharp is absent. From that sound. So when I play my major scale, if I just skip this C sharp note, and I do this instead, so I'm either adding the G note to this pentatonic, or I'm skipping the C sharp note on the major scale, however you want to think about that. But all of a sudden, I've got this scale that works brilliantly over just about every major scale progression. So I'm going to try that a little bit. I'll play this. All right, you hear all right notes. So everything sounds really good on that. Okay, so all I'm doing then is I'm taking and I'm adding this. It has a great sound to it. So, you know, practice just being in this position initially and working through that. And then you can practice all your different positions, skipping that C sharp note or adding that G note, however you want to see that. Okay, so that works for the major. So that would, especially over the 1 and 4 chord. Then, when you get to the 6 chord, a lot of times in these progressions, you'll have the 6 chord. And the one thing that I noticed with the 6 chord is it would also, I'd have some problems with it because the note G just didn't seem to fit. So if I was like, if I was doing a progression like this, if I went fast through the progression. But you can still hear it. It's not a great note. It sort of stands out to me as a wrong note oftentimes. So here's what I do on the minor pentatonic. So normally the minor pentatonic and the major pentatonic are the exact same thing. Minor pentatonic starts with your first finger, major pentatonic starts with your fourth finger, but the same notes. So if I'm in B minor or D, I'm using this scale. But if I'm in D going to a G, I would use the hexatonic with the G note, the one that I just showed. But if I'm over a B minor, I'm going to switch that and I'm going to put in the C sharp note, but I'm going to eliminate this G note. So I'm going to do like this. It's going to sound very like Carlos Santana-ish or something. Although you hear tons and tons and tons of guys use this. This is a really normal sound. So again, if I go back to this progression, you hear that sort of sound. You hear that all the time. So great sound, and again, all I'm doing is if I'm taking this pentatonic and I'm putting my C sharp note in it. Okay, so here's the deal. If you play a progression like I played at the front of this thing, let me undo this. It'd be really good to practice. Just stay in one position. So stay in that position. For the major chords, do once you get to the minor chord, do this. All right, let's try that one more time. I'm going back and forth then between the 1 chord and the 6 chord, and using the 2 different hexatonics. Anyhow, I hope that's helpful for you. I hope you get some good practice in on that, and keep at it. As always, God bless. Signing off.